In this video, we are going to be asking Chatgpt to test my Pokemon Go knowledge. Today we're going to find out just how much I actually know about this game. Yo, what's going on everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, today we're going to be doing something a little fun. I'm going to be asking Chatgpt to quiz me with Pokemon Go. Considering that I am a Pokemon Go content creator, of course, there is a lot of pressure to actually know this game. Otherwise, why am I making content for Pokemon Go? Obviously, a lot of players will play the game very differently than I will, but at the same time, I do think it's important that I am very familiar with this game. Otherwise, I could be giving you false information, and sometimes that is definitely true. I am not a perfect person. I am, of course, human, so there are many times where I will make mistakes when I'm trying to present information regarding this game. So today, I kind of want to see where I'm at, and I wanted to ask Chatgpt to quiz me when it comes to Pokemon Go, and I have never done this before. I have no idea what kind of questions Chatgpt is going to ask. They could be really difficult, or they could be incredibly easy that pretty much any Pokemon Go player could ask, or answer, rather. But yeah, we're gonna find out. So, I have Chatgpt open right here. This is, of course, one of the biggest AI tools that are out there. I'm going to be asking, give me a quiz for Pokemon Go that any Pokemon Go content creator should be able to answer. All right, and we're gonna hit enter. And here we go. Here's a quiz tailored for Pokemon Go content creators focused on in-depth knowledge of game mechanics, meta, and trends. These questions go beyond casual knowledge. Any solid creator covering the game should know or be expected to know the answers. Difficulty, intermediate to advanced. There's going to be 10 questions and they're all multiple choice plus short answer. All right, so let's start with number 1. What's the current maximum trainer level in Pokemon Go as of 2025? Super easy. It is D, 60. No, I'm sorry. It is C, 50, not 60. 60 is the max level for World of Warcraft Classic, and I do not know why I mixed those two up. But yes, it is going to be C, 50. 50 is the maximum trainer level that you could get to. All right, which Pokemon is banned from Great League due to being under the 1500 CP limit but having abnormally high stats for the cap? It is definitely not Altaria, it is definitely not Azumarill or Registeel because I do use those Pokemon. It would definitely have to be Regigigas. Just by process of elimination, Zacian would be acceptable if very recent ban updates apply. Alright, so Regigigas is going to be the answer. We'll find out later if that is correct, although I am pretty sure that is the right answer. Alright, which move type is not currently available in the game for any fast move? Now, this is interesting, and I think the answer is very easy. It's going to be C, normal. We of course have Charm for Fairy, we have Dragon Breath and all the different dragon moves, and of course Shadow Claw for Ghost. The answer is going to be C. What is the only way to obtain XL Candy before level 40? Use Rare Candy XL, power up a Pokemon, that's not the answer. Trade with the best friend, that is also not the answer. And D, you can't, level 40 is required. Also not the right answer. The answer is going to be A, use Rare Candy XL. What is a shadow bonus in Pokemon Go PvP terms? It's an extra move given to Shadow Pokemon, the damage multiplier applied to Shadow Pokemon, the Stardust discount for Shadow Pokemon, the debuff applied to defense in raids. The answer is going to be B. You get additional damage when you use Shadow Pokemon. What type of Pokemon is commonly used to counter Azumarill in the Great League? Short answer, expect something like Electric, Grass, or Poison types. Trevenant, Lantern, or Venusaur. Okay, so this is interesting. I feel like the answer is going to be Electric, mainly because when it comes to the PvP meta, you will typically find that there are a lot of Pokemon out there who have Electric type moves. But if I were to say the best typing would probably be maybe poison. Steel types are another good answer to Azumarill. I'm gonna go with electric. I feel like the answer is going to be either grass or poison, but I'm gonna go with electric. Of course, I do not have a lot of familiarity with Pokemon Go's PvP system, so unfortunately, this is probably going to be a question I will get wrong, but electric is going to be my answer. What is the name of the in-game item that attracts Pokemon of a specific type depending on your biome? Alright, interesting. So we got Lure Module, Magnetic Lure, Rainy Lure, Daily Adventure Incense, none of the above, it's the Golden Lure. Alright, I'm gonna go with Daily Adventure Incense. I'm assuming they mean like attracts Pokemon of a specific type depending on your biome. Out of these, I would have to say, well, it could be B, it could be C, mainly because those do attract very specific types. Lure Module is too generic. Daily Adventure Incense is also pretty generic, but the Golden Lure, I feel like that's mainly for specifically getting additional items as well as Goldeo. I want to go with either of these, but obviously this is what is the name of the in-game item that attracts Pokemon of a specific type depending on your biome? I'm gonna say actually D, specifically because they say on your biome. That is probably the biggest hint for what the answer is. I'm gonna go with D, the Daily Adventure Incense. What's the maximum number of Premier Balls you can get in a legendary raid, excluding bonuses from Team Go, Rocket, etc.? Oh boy, I believe the maximum number of Premier Balls that I've ever gotten is either C or D. I'm gonna go with D. I do believe that you can get just one well, let's actually see. So there is the damage bonus or the team bonus plus the gym team bonus. I think it's gonna be D, 21. We'll find out if that's right. What is IV Floor and how does it relate to lucky Pokemon? Alright, so this is another short answer question. Basically, IV Floor refers to the minimum IVs that you can get when you trade a Pokemon, catch a Pokemon, or in raid battles. So in this case, with lucky Pokemon, the IV Floor is going to be 12, 12, 12. Well, I don't know if that's correct. I think it's, well, wait a minute. Yeah, 12, 12, 12. It's not 13, 13, 13, is it? No, I believe it's 12, 12, 12, which means your most minimum IVs that you can get is 12 attack, 12 defense, and 12 stamina. I'm pretty sure that's right. 1 in 64 chance. I cannot do the head math, but I believe it's, I'm gonna go with 13 actually. The IV Floor is going to be 13, 13, and 13. And these are the minimum IVs you can get with lucky trades. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 13. Alright, so finally, which of these moves was added to make Garchomp more viable in the Master League? That is a super easy ooh, actually, we know it came with Earthquake, we know it came with Outrage, as well as Sand Tomb. All of those attacks are really good, but I'm gonna go with D, because that is the Community Day move for Garchomp, and that was the move that was added. So, D is going to be my answer. Alright, now, let's ask Chatgpt, give me the answers to this quiz. All right, here we go. So number 1 is C, 50, yes. D is the answer for question number 2. 3 is Fairy. Which move type is currently not available in the game for any fast move? As there's still no fast move of the Fairy type in Pokemon Go. That is wrong. That is wrong, right? Yeah, because of Charm. Well, I'm gonna say that I was right. There is normal type fast attacks, by the way. There is Swift. There is Tackle. I don't know why I said normal. So what are the other options? I guess among these, we would have to say it's Fairy. Wow. All right, so I'm actually gonna say it's wrong because now that I think about it, there are Fairy type. There are normal type fast moves, but there's also Fairy type, isn't there? Isn't Charm a thing? Well, anyway, yeah, there you go. What is the only way to obtain XL candy before level 40? Use Rare Candy XL. We got that right. What is the shadow bonus? It is the damage multiplier applied to shadow Pokemon. The correct answer is B. What type of Pokemon is commonly used? This is going to be, I think, a more subjective answer. I think they're just stating, grass, electric, or poison types. All right, so I guess I was right. What is the name of the in-game item? Golden Lure. Oh, the Golden Lure attracts biome-dependent Pokemon and was introduced with routes and coin bag content. So, there you go. I have never used a Golden Lure because I do not have Sword and Shield. So, that is on me. That is simply on me. I know some of you were probably commenting that I was completely wrong as I was answering. The answer is apparently the Golden Lure. So, there you go. I learned something new today. I have 2 wrong so far. Oh boy. 80%, that's a B. That's not good for an Asian kid. What's the maximum number of Premier Balls? The answer is C, apparently. That's 3 answers wrong. That's not good. The minimum possible IVs for Pokemon, for lucky Pokemon, the IV floor is 12, 12, 12. I thought that was a trick question. When they said, expect the minimum possible IVs a Pokemon can have for lucky Pokemon, the IV floor is 12, 12, 12. So I guess I was wrong there. I really need to brush up on my answers because now I have 4 wrong. That's awful. But we got the last question right. It is the Earth Power. There you go. So 6 out of 10 questions right. That is not good. That is not good. I really need to brush up on my knowledge. Oh boy. This one though, I am going to say is kind of a questionable. Unless I read which move type is not currently available in the game for any fast move. Yeah, all of these have a fast move in the game. So I feel like 6 out of 9 questions. I'm not going to count this question. It's kind of a weird one. Unless maybe in the comments you could say like what I'm getting wrong with this question. There has to be fairy type fast moves. We already determined that there are normal type fast moves, so I was completely wrong there. There's definitely fairy type fast moves. There's Charm. There's what is it? The Breeze move that oh my gosh, yeah. But there are fast moves with the fairy typing. So I'm gonna say this question is a wash. 6 out of 9 so far. What is the other one that I got wrong? Oh yeah, the Golden Lure. I need to use a Golden Lure, then I would know. And then this one is interesting. So 20, excluding bonuses. Oh, maybe that's why I thought it was 21. But yeah, I guess the maximum number of Premier Balls you can get apparently is going to be 20. So I learned something new there, but there you go. Alright, so this was the Chatgpt quiz for Pokemon Go. Again, I need to brush up on my knowledge. I should have gotten every single one of these right. Obviously, as a Pokemon Go content creator, the responsibility is on me to know the game as I'm presenting it, but I feel like I have a good enough amount of knowledge to give you the content. So yeah, regardless, 6 out of 9 questions right. If I ever do this again, maybe I'll get a perfect score. I definitely need to know some of those intricate answers. Yeah, but regardless, in terms of strategy, in terms of raid battles, in terms of what content is coming to Pokemon Go, I will make sure to do my due diligence so that I present you the information that is correct and accurate and reflective of the common Pokemon Go player. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Maybe other content creators could jump on this. Maybe they'll get different questions. Maybe they will have different answers. I would like to see. So yeah, if you're a Pokemon Go content creator, I'm presenting the challenge to you. Go and do this Chatgpt quiz and let's see what answers and what questions you will get. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I did down below. Was this a lot of fun? Do you feel like I should do this again? Maybe I could ask ChatGPT to give me an even harder quiz or something specifically around a game mode of Pokemon Go that might be more specific. I don't know. Raid battles. I think a quiz around raid battles or maybe a quiz around Dynamax battles, maybe that would be a lot of fun. Maybe they could do a quiz on, I really don't know, like types and well, PvP, I have not a lot of knowledge in, but maybe I could do one for PvP. I don't know. But regardless, there you go. This was my Chatgpt quiz, and hopefully it was a lot of fun. I certainly had a lot of fun, and yeah, expect me to do this again in the future. That's it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.